Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learning Canadian English. This is episode 27, and I'm your host, Jen.
And I'm Mike. It's great to be with you all today. We have a really practical and helpful topic for anyone thinking of moving to one of Canada's most unique cities.
That's right. Today, we're talking about Montreal. Specifically, we're sharing our top 6 tips for newcomers to Montreal. Both Mike and I lived there for several years, and we definitely learned a few things the hard way.
Oh, for sure. These are the things we wish someone had told us before we packed our bags. So whether you're planning to move or are just curious about life in Quebec's largest city, this episode is for you.
Exactly. So let's get started. Mike, what's our number 1 tip?
Okay, kicking off our list at number 1, and this is probably the most important. Embrace the French language.
A big one.
It really is. Montreal is officially a French-speaking city. While many people, especially downtown, speak English, you cannot get by without some French. It's not just about being polite, it's about integrating into the culture.
Right, even knowing the basics goes a very long way. Simple phrases like bonjour for hello, merci for thank you, and s'il vous plaît for please show respect.
And you'll hear Bonjour-Hi a lot when you walk into shops. It's a classic Montreal greeting. The best way to respond is to just say bonjour. It sets a friendly tone.
Absolutely. And for those looking to really learn, the Quebec government offers free or very low-cost French classes for new immigrants. It's an incredible resource.
Yeah, they really want you to learn. My French was terrible when I first arrived, and just trying to order coffee was a challenge. But people were patient when they saw I was making an effort. It makes all the difference.
That's great advice. Okay, so once you've got your basic bonjour down, what's our second tip?
Number 2 is to understand and participate in the 5 to 7 culture. That's 5 à 7 in French.
Oh, yes, the 5 to 7. Can you explain what that is for our listeners?
Of course, a 5 to 7 is basically happy hour. It's the 2 hours between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. after work when colleagues and friends get together for a drink or a small snack before heading home for dinner.
It's a huge part of the social fabric, both professionally and personally. If your coworkers invite you to a 5 to 7, you should definitely go.
It's where a lot of networking happens, but in a very relaxed, informal way. It's how you build relationships. And it's also a fantastic way to meet new people and make friends outside of a work context.
Totally. It speaks to Montreal's joie de vivre, the joy of living. People there really value their social time, so don't be shy. Accept those invitations.
Great point. Okay, moving on to tip number 3. This one is very practical. Master the metro and the Bixi system.
Yes, public transportation in Montreal is fantastic. The subway system is called the Metro, and it is clean, efficient, and will get you almost everywhere you need to go.
The first thing you should do is get an OPUS card. That's OPUS. It's a reloadable smart card that you use for the bus and metro. You can buy monthly passes, which are much cheaper if you commute regularly.
Right, and in the warmer months, there's Bixi. Bixi is the public bike sharing system. There are stations all over the city. It's a wonderful way to see the city and stay active.
It really is. Honestly, unless you need a car for work to travel outside the city, I would advise against owning one in Montreal.
I agree. Parking is difficult and expensive, and the city is famous for its endless road construction, especially in the summer. It can be very frustrating to drive.
So true. Stick to the Metro and Bixi and you'll be a much happier Montrealer.
A happier Montrealer. I like that. All right, what's tip number 4? This one is a biggie.
It is. Number 4, prepare for all 4 seasons. And I mean, really prepare.
People talk about the Canadian winter, but Montreal's winter is on another level. It gets very, very cold. We're talking minus 20 or minus 30 degrees Celsius with the wind chill.
You cannot survive without the proper gear. You need a very warm winter coat, waterproof winter boots with good grip, thermal layers, a warm hat, which we call a toque, gloves or mittens, and a scarf. Don't underestimate it.
But on the flip side, Montreal's summers are beautiful. They can be very hot and humid, so light clothing is a must. And the city truly comes alive in the summer.
Right, there are festivals almost every weekend. The restaurant patios, called terraces, are full, and people are out enjoying the parks. The key is to have the right clothing for each extreme and then just enjoy what each season has to offer.
And we shouldn't forget spring and fall. They are absolutely gorgeous, but can be short. It's all about layering.
Exactly. Layers are your best friend. Okay, let's move to tip number 5. This one might seem strange to our listeners. Get used to moving day.
Yes, moving day. In the province of Quebec, there's a tradition where a huge number of apartment leases all end on the same day, July 1st.
So what happens? Chaos. On July 1st, the streets are filled with moving trucks, people carrying boxes and furniture. It's an incredible sight.
It really is. The practical advice here is that if you need to move around that time of year, you must book your moving truck or movers many, many months in advance.
Yeah, they book up so fast. Also, be prepared to find some interesting treasures left on the sidewalk as people move out and leave things behind. Some people call it Free Furniture Day.
That is very true. It's a unique part of Montreal's life. Even if you're not moving, it's something to be aware of.
All right, that brings us to our final tip, number 6. And I think this is a great one to end on.
I agree. Tip number 6 is explore beyond the downtown core.
Downtown is great, but the real magic of Montreal is in its neighborhoods. The city is a collection of unique little communities, each with its own vibe and personality.
That's so true. You have the Plateau with its colorful houses and spiral staircases.
Right. Then there's Mile End, which is famous for its bagel shops and artsy hipster scene.
Right. Then there's Griffintown, which is very modern and trendy, or Old Montreal with its historic cobblestone streets. There are so many places to discover.
My advice is to just pick a metro station, get off, and walk around. Get lost a little bit. You'll find amazing local cafes, little parks, bakeries, and shops that you'd never see if you just stayed in downtown.
That's the best way to do it. It's how you really get a feel for the city. That brings us to tip number 7, explore Montreal's incredible food scene. That is a fantastic point, Mike. Tip number 8 is all about embracing Montreal's vibrant festival culture. The city is famous for its festivals, especially in the summer. There's the Montreal International Jazz Festival, the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival, and many more. It's a huge part of the city's identity. That's so true. It's a city that loves to eat, and it does it so well. Exploring the food scene is a must-do for any newcomer. What's our 8th tip, Mike? Well, that's our list. A lot to think about for anyone planning a move.
Let's do a quick recap. Number 1, embrace the French language. 2, understand the 5 at 7 culture. 3, master the metro and Bixi.
4, prepare for all 4 seasons. 5, get used to moving day on July 1st. And 6, explore beyond the downtown core.
Montreal is an incredible city with so much to offer. It has its quirks, but that's what makes it so special. We hope these tips help you feel a little more prepared for your adventure there.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for listening to Learning Canadian English. Join us next time for a new topic.
Bye for now.